Om. Om. Om Ganana Antva Ganapati Havamahe Kavim Kavinamupamashravastamam Jeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Anashrunvannutibhissidasadanam Prano Devi Saraswati Vajeevir Dhinamavitriyavatu Ganeshaya Namaha Saraswatyai Namaha Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om हृदाकाशे सदा भान्तं शान्तमानन्दरूपिणं ज्ञानभानुमहं वन्दे सद्गुरुं सत्यसायिनम् ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः विद्युन्मघसोधूपयः श्वापयो गृहमेधा चेत्येते ये चेमेसिनि विद्विषः पर्जन्याः सप्त पृथिवीमभिवर्षन्ति वृष्टिभिरिति एतयैव विभक्ति विपरीताः सप्तभिर्वातैरुदीरिताः अमूल्लोकानभिवर्षन्ति तेषामेषा भवति समानमेतदुदकम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः offering our collective love at the divine lotus feet of Bhagavan Shri 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 Satya Sai Baba Varu. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hari Om, Shalom, Sai Ram, Namaste. We are looking at the 9th Anuvakam of Varuna Prishna, and last class, which feels like it was ages ago, we completed the 38th panchhati, except the last line we didn't look at the meaning. And this panchhati is about Parjanya. The 38th panchhati refers to the 7 Parjanyas. Varahavaha, Swatapasaha, Vidyunmahasaha, Dhupayaha, Shvapayaha, Gruhamedhaha, Asimi Vidvishaha. These 7 are the rain-laden clouds that are in the cosmos that shower the grace of rain aided by lightning and the wind, the Marut Ganas. Parjanyaha Sapta Prithivim Parjanyaha Sapta Prithivim Abhivarshanti. Here and now, they unload this incredible rain and drench the earth with water. These are the Parjanyas, 7 in nature. They soak the land with the downpour. Vrishtibhihi iti. And this downpour is, after this downpour, they are also dispersed vibhakti by the aid of the saptabhihi vataihi, the 7 strong winds that then rise up and also shower the grace in the worlds up above. Amun Lokan. Amul Lokan. Also they abhivarshanti. Tesham esha bhavati. That is how it happens. This is how it happens. So the rain downpour by the 7 rain-laden clouds, the water vapor in summer is pushed up by the aid of the winds and the heat. And during the rainy season, it showers down upon the earth. This is another illustration of the water cycle, but this time which is aided by these 7 clouds. Samanam etat udakam. So let us now look at that line along with the first 2 lines of the next panchhati that go together. Samanametadudakam.
Samanametadudakam.
Uchchaitya
Uchchaityavachahabhihi.
Bhumim parjanya jinvanti.
Bhumim parjanya jinvanti.
Divan jinvantyagnyaha.
Divan jinvantyagnyaha.
Samanametadudakam.
Samanametadudakam. Samanametadudakam.
Little
flat.
Little flat. Samanametadudakam.
Samanametadudakam. Samanametadudakam.
Uchchaitya
Uchchaityavachahabhihi. Uchchaityavachahabhihi.
Bhumim parjanya jinvanti.
Bhumim parjanya
Sorry, correct. It's a dirgham there. I made a mistake. भूमिं पर्जन्याजिन्वन्ति
भूमिं पर्जन्याजिन्वन्ति भूमिं पर्जन्याजिन्वन्ति
देवं जिन्वन्त्यग्नय इति
देवं जिन्वन्त्यग्नय इति देवं जिन्वन्त्यग्नय इति.
So first the padams, the pada part, pada, the words associated, samanam, etat, udakam, samanam, etat, udakam, ut, cha, eti, ava, cha, ahabhihi, ut, cha, eti, ava, cha, ahabhihi. That's why it becomes Uchchaitya-vachahabhihi. I see that many of you are not joining the practice sessions. If you don't join the practice sessions, you will not be able to actually connect to the words. Listening for 1 hour and thinking that you are assimilating all of this is a complete, what we call, deceit of yourselves. You have to, hardly I see, 15, 20 people nowadays on these practice sessions. See, like Uchchaitya Vachahabhihi, it reminded me how you can connect to those words. If you come and you practice the words, the syllables, everything, at the least, you will have the ability to recapitulate what is happening. You will be able to. Many of the people here, I don't see them in the classes. Many, they just think that they have completely realized themselves or what. It's only 1 hour. Please put an effort, practice. Cha eti avacha ahabhihi bhumim parjanyah jinvanti divam jinvanti agnayah iti. So the first line, samanam etat udakam, udakam, the waters, utcha, that are rising up, avacha, also coming down, ahabhihi, in due course of the days, samanam, they are unchanged. They are the same. The same waters are rising up and coming down. There is no difference between them. Sounds very simple, no? It's the same waters that are rising up, that are coming down. Bhumim parjanyah jinvanti. The clouds, the parjanyah jinvanti bhumim. The clouds are pleasing the earth with the rain coming down. Divan jinvanti agnayaha. The sky is pleased by the fire that is moving up. Iti, that is it. It is it, that is it. So simple. Samanam etadudakam. The water is the same. It's the same water. Ut cha ava cha. That is rising up, coming down. Ahabhihi, during the course of time or days. Aha means day. Ahabhihi, during these days, means what? During a course of time, the same waters are going up and the same waters are coming down. The earth is pleased by the rain coming down The sky is pleased by the fire going up. What do you make out of this? Huh? What do you make out of that mantra? So this is what you make out of that mantra. I'll stop sharing the screen now that you got the mantra. Samanameta ucchaitya uccaityavachahabhihi. So the inner significance of this mantra is that in a yajna, you offer ahuti into the fire. And if you have noticed during the Devi, the Chandi Homa, we also offer tarpanam to the mother. Then the different way of giving oblations, japa, homa, tarpana, abhisheka, japa, chanting, homa, the fire, tarpana, oblations. Now this is the Pitrupaksha. You do tarpana to the Pitru Devatas. And when you do the tarpanas to Pitru Devatas, the tarpana is offered like this. Whereas when you do it for Devatirtham, it is offered like this. There are different ways of offering the water also in the ritual process, how you offer to the Pitru Devatas, how you offer to the gods. It's called tarpanam. Somebody asked me during the Sandhya Vandanam classes, is it okay to do tarpanam? What? Tarpanam is not just done for only the Pitru Devatas. Devas, Rishis, Rishi Ganas. It's called Brahma Yajnam. Brahma Yajnam. The ones that are in total Anushtana, they do Brahma Yajnam every day. They offer tarpanams to Pitru Devatas, to Rishis, to Rishi Ganas, to Rishi Patnis, Devas, Deva Ganas, Deva Patnis, Pitru, Pitru Ganas, Pitru Patni. In fact, the answer, why this topic came because of the tarpanam. This is Mahalaya Paksha. Mahalaya means supreme dissolution. In that supreme dissolution time, the Pitrus are as auspicious. Your ancestors are equivalent to gods. There is no difference. Why? Because your father, if deceased, Rudra, Vasu, Aditya, they become one of the Rudras. The grandfather is part of Vasus, and the great grandfather is Aditya. Rudra, Vasu, Aditya. These are the three that are sustaining the whole universe. So they are part of that universal sustenance. So what you're doing during the Homa, the Ahuti is offered. The Ahuti means the offering is put in the fire. And same time, Tarpanam is given as oblation. Therefore, Japa, Homa, Abhisheka, Tarpana. Of this Japa is done with the chanting of the mantra. And there is a difference between, see, Japa doesn't mean keeping the mouth silent. The lips will be moving, and the person who is doing the Japa can hear the mantra only for themselves and not anybody else. That is what is called Japa. Chanting, Ghosha, means you have to fully use your expression and your body and not do Japa while there is Ghosha going on. Ghosha means chanting loud, Veda Ghosha. And that when you are chanting or when you are singing, how much of water vapor is released from your body? 500 people, 1,000 people chanting Rudram, not like, oh, Namo Bhagavate Rudraya, Namaste, not like that. Om Namo Bhagavate Rudraya, Om Nam Namaste Rudramanyava Putota Ishabe Namaha. You can put a piece of cloth after the entire chanting and see what happens. It will become wet with your own water vapor. And how much you are sweating, the heat that is generated by the body while chanting lets go of all the intoxicants that are in your body. Namo astu nilagreevaya sahasrakshaya midushe athoje asya sattvano hante bhyokaran namaha. That's how you have to chant Vedas. And then the amount of water vapor that is released, what's going to all of that? It's all going into the atmosphere. And the offering into the fire, that is also going into the atmosphere as the particles. So what you're doing, tarpanam, that is also water. So you are pouring, you are offering something. The offering something is the offering of something that is happening will again come back as a blessing. Offering becomes blessing. If you don't offer anything, there is no blessing that is coming down. If you understood this, life will be different. All the time getting, accumulating, no giving. What a disgraceful life that is. It's called disgrace. What you offer comes back as grace. Vasu Rudra Aditya. Yes, that is correct. Not Rudra Vasu Aditya. Vasu Rudra Aditya. That is the sequence of the Pitru Devatas. Somebody posted a comment just now. So, this is the primary reason in Sanatana Dharma, rituals are done appeasing the 5 elements of the nature. There is nothing more supreme than Sanatana Dharma. It is not a religion. I was just writing to somebody, oh, your temple is very beautiful. I said, no, it's not a temple. It's not a temple. It's a place that represents the Sanatana Dharma, the supreme way of living that is not attached to any single faith or religion or denomination or caste or creed or any damn thing. For heaven's sake, don't call it temple. For heaven's sake, don't call it mosque. Satya Sai Baba is nothing to do with the temples, mosques, synagogues, etc. But he is not just to do with them. Sri Sai Sarva Mata Sammataya Namaha. Sri Sai Sarva Dharma Priyaya Namaha. That means what? He accepts all religions. He doesn't get affiliated with one religion. Shirdi Sai Baba lived in a mosque. He did not live in a temple. Shirdi Sai Baba lived a life that is an example to everyone to follow, with supreme devotion and patience. And Satya Sai Baba's message is love and serve. Why am I talking about this? Because these people are thinking that what got inaugurated in Sacramento is some temple. It is Sri Satya Sai Baba Center of Sacramento. Nothing else happens there. No other organization uses that place. No fundraising programs. No other gurus. No garbage. Why that is important? Because with a single point, the people that were doing the work there, in 1 week, the guys who came back to work on Monday after the program is over, the first thing that Mario walks in and says, hey, something changed in this place. What happened here? I said, what happened, Mario? I feel incredible amount of some kind of energy in this place. What changed? That is what is called offering, which comes back as love, multiplied million, gazillion fold. What this mantra is saying is because Bhumim Parjanya Jinvanti, the grace of rain drenches the earth. Divan Jinvanti Agnayaha. It's the fire that is going up, the heat that is going up. Means what? The offering that is put in the yajna, in the homa, in the fire, that is raising up to please the sky. Rain is coming down to please the earth. So therefore, when we understand this, we know that everything that happens in Sanatana Dharma is all about Mother Nature and how that whole nature and cosmos work together in sustaining the whole universe as Vasu Rudra Aditya. Vasu gives nourishment. Vasu Rudra Aditya. This is the essence of it. This is what is invoked in Rudram also. As food on earth, as life in atmosphere, and as rain from up above. So this is also the same thing is disclosed in Manusmriti. Agnau prastahutihi samyak aditya mupatishthate aditya jayate vrishtihi vrishterannam tatah prajah. Meaning, oblations to Agni reach the sun, from the sun, the waters, from rains, back to all the beings. What is given comes back multiplied a zillion fold. When you understand this, you will stop saying pouring milk is a social crime on a god. Offering all these things in ahutis are waste of money and time, and criticizing these rituals because you did not understand, it doesn't mean it is stupid. What is true is that you didn't understand, and that is your ignorance and stupidity. Connect to that and try to be aware of what is happening. So then what is given is coming back, because giving and forgiving is the nature of the divine. And this is exactly what Baba has said about why the yajnas are performed. Not my statement, Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba. So is the yajna, such is the fire, so is the fire, such is the smoke, so is the smoke, such are the clouds, so are the clouds, such is the rain, so is the rain, such is the crop, so is the crop, such is the food, so is the food, such is the birth, so is the birth, such is the thought. That's where he stopped. And the SSB continues with the cosmic cycle. So is the thought, such are the actions, so are the actions, such are the habits, so are the habits, such is the character, so is the character, such is the community, so is the community, such is the cosmos. E is equal to IC square, theory of unity. So, brothers and sisters, what this mantra is saying, samana meta dudakam, the waters are the same. Uccha ityavachahabhihi, those waters are utcha eti avacha ahabhihi. They rise up and they come down during course of time. Bhumim parjanyah jinvanti. Divan jinvanti agnayaha iti. Iti means that is the disclosure of a particular theme of completion of the theme of the Parjanya. Wherever iti comes, that's like a full stop. So there is a full stop related to the disclosure about Parjanya. Then the next mantra is bringing in another beautiful concept. Yadaksharam bhutakritam.
Yadaksharam bhutakritam.
Vishve deva upasate.
Vishve deva upasate.
Maharshimasya goptaram.
Maharshimasya goptaram.
Jamadagni makurvata.
Jamadagni makurvata.
Yadaksharam bhutakritam.
Yadaksharam bhutakritam. Yadaksharam bhutakritam.
Vishve deva upasate.
Vishve deva upasate. Vishve
Maha.
deva.
Go ahead.
Vishve deva upasate.
Maharshimasya goptaram.
Maharshimasya goptaram. Maharshimasya goptaram.
Jamadagni makurvata.
Jamadagni makurvata. Jamadagni makurvata.
Yes. Yeah, there is a question. What is the meaning of Jinvanti? Jinvanti means pleasing. Pleasing. That is what means. Jama, okay. Yadaksharam bhutakritam vishve deva upasate maharshimasya goptaram jamadagnimakurvata.
Yadaksharam bhutakritam vishve deva upasate maharshimasya goptaram jamadagni makurvata.
One more time.
Yadaksharam bhutakritam Vishve deva upasate maharshimasya goptaram jamadagni makurvata.
Good. Yat aksharam bhutakritam vishve devaha upasate maharshim asya goptaram jamadagnim akurvata. Yat aksharam, that imperishable thing. That imperishable thing is the Parabrahman, Supreme Consciousness. Aksharam, that which doesn't decay, imperishable. Bhuta Kritam. That created the 5 elements. Vishve Devaha Upasate. Upasate means that which is adored or worshipped in turn by Vishve Devaha, by all the sentient beings. Maharshim Jamadagni, Maharshi Jamadagni Akurvata was created Asya Goptaram to protect this and propagate this. So now, what is being said here? See, now this is that there is a teaching that comes with everything that is said. We latch on only to these mantras, only with this kind of ignorance, that by doing upasana of these mantras, that we get some special powers, and those special powers can be used for your own self or for doing stupid things. I'm sorry. There are people that have become crazy about this. And the whole damn thing is the busyness of giving mantra. And these mantras they think can be used to their own selfish purposes of cursing those that they don't like, curing those that they like. This is the utmost ignorance and stupidity. These mantras are not created for that purpose. Yadaksharam bhutakrutam. All of this is about sustenance of the mother nature. The nature that is within you and the nature that is outside of you. And this is the simple reason why ignorant people should not be given any mantras. Because they don't have the awareness that it is love, the fundamental thing. That you don't go scaring people, inflicting fear in them. That if you don't do this, I will curse you. If you do this, I will benefit you. I hope people are listening to this and they'll take this damn seriously. It's blasphemy to the divinity to use the mantra for any other purpose other than worshipping the mother nature. Yadaksharam bhutakrutam. Don't use it for any damn thing, not even your selfish purpose. Don't even say that, Swami, I want this because, or I want you to do something to somebody else. How you are telling God to do something to somebody else? What kind of ignorance that you have that God is there to curse people? Stop this, please. Do not even ask God for any damn thing. Whether it is good or bad, He knows what is best for you. The only reason why you are given this mantra is to worship the mother nature. And when you worship this mother nature, the inside of you will be in synchrony with that mother nature. That synchrony creates a lack of medium of communication. With that, you become one with this mother nature. The inner nature and the outer nature, when they become sync, when they are in sync, Yadaksharam bhutakrutam Vishve Deva Upasate. The sentient beings only use these mantras for uplifting their own awareness and to become the light itself, not for any other purpose. Maharshi Jamadagni, he is the one that has been given this incredible task to protect this teaching. Maharshim Asya Goptaram Jamadagni Makurvata. Who is this Jamadagni? Why is he invoked here? I will again tell you the Puranic story the mythological aspect of it, and then we'll go into the inner meaning of it. See, this Jamadagni is one of the Sapta Rishis, the 7 great Rishis. And this Jamadagni, he belongs to this lineage of Bhargava, and his parents were Richika and Satyavati. Jamadagni is also the notable father of Parashurama, the 6th avatar of Mahavishnu. And this Jamadagni is a very powerful rishi, known for his wisdom, incredible supreme spiritual powers. And he is the one that has brought into the protocols of Jyotishtoma Yajna and so many different yajnas that are offered to appease the mother nature. Therefore, his name is invoked here. He is the preceptor of many of the yajnas, such as Jyotishtoma Yajna, Agnistoma Yajna, all these different yajnas that are offered, that we do as different nyasas before we do the nyasa. What are the yajnas that are invoked when you do the nyasa? Chandrasekhar, Ganeshan, what are the different nyasas that you do?
Yeah, Anganyasa, Karanyasa.
Oh, yeah. What are the, tell the mantra.
Angushtabhyam Namaha.
What goes before that in Rudran?
Agnihotratmane.
Jyotishthomatmane.
No, Sairam. Did I ask you all to respond, ma, please? I know you are all realized souls. I am asking one person. Please have the discipline.
Yeah, from Ganesha, we chant the Bija mantra.
No, Rudranyasa.
Agnihotratmane.
Sri Rudranyasa.
Agnihotratmane Angushtabhya Namaha. Dashapurnamasaatmane Tarjanibhya Namaha. Mayo Bhavecha. Chaturmasyatmane Madhyamabhya Namaha. Nirudapasandhatmane Anamikabhya Namaha. Jyotishthomatmane Kanishtikabhya Namaha. Karatalakara Prishta.
Sarvakratvatmane Karatalakara Prishtabh. Hey, Thambi, it should be part of your system. You don't have to think about it. So there, Jyotishtomatmane, that is Jyotishtoma Yajna. What you are invoking is by simply chanting those Rudra mantras, you have the efficacy of offering all those yajnas. Sarvakratvatmane. Kratu means yajna. Sarvakratvatmane. Karatalakara Pushtabhyanam. So all these kratus, the rituals, the sacrifices, to appease the mother nature, Maharshi Jamadagni is the preceptor. Why is this Jamadagni story is a very interesting story. It will actually create a lot of confusion in the people. See, he was such a strict adherent to the dharma, complete discipline, total discipline. So much so, such a discipline. That's why he was chosen as the protector. It's literally like a commander-in-chief when it comes to discipline of offering something. So much so that he ordered his son Parashurama to kill his wife or Parashurama's mother, Renuka. You know this, you all know the, I think you know the story, but I'll tell it very briefly. This is because every day this mother will bring water for his daily sacrifices. And one day she was delayed by a few minutes. And then she got delayed by a few minutes because she was distracted by this a celestial being, a Gandharva called Chitraratha. So then what happened? He saw why she got delayed. She got distracted because of watching this guy Chitraratha. And he got furious. How can you be late? Huh? Hey, come on. How can you be late? You can walk in anytime you want for a ritual. You have to be there before Sankalpa has to be said, not come in between and do Abhishekam and all of that stuff. If you are truly a Ritvik, you have to be there on time. Otherwise, you cannot sign up as a Ritvik. You have to follow the discipline. And then he said, oh, she disobeyed with her indiscipline. What she has been doing for 15, 20, so many decades of serving him. One day, few minutes late, what, sir, what happened to the Rishi's compassion? No, you all say like that, right? That's what we think. Are, please forgive. No, it is love. It is love. Please be loving to other people. That is not love. You have to have the discipline. If you know that God is sitting there and it is not an empty chair, only if you think that is an empty chair, you will not have the discipline. If you know that God is sitting there and you know the austerity, when you watch the people with austerity, you get so inspired. It's an amazing thing. And I told this person that asked me the question, how is this place filled with so much energy? Because a great rishi came and performed the ritual. And this rishi has such an austerity. How much of mantra japa he does, how much of chanting he does, how much of purity he has in offering all of this. And that rishi who comes to performing this yajna that happened in Sacramento is a sacred being. And that rishi doesn't do any of these rituals for the sake of money. In the 11 years of my association with this individual, not a single time he asked, how much will be the sambhavana for me for performing this thing? Nor did he say, once the sambhavana is given, how come you gave me this much less? It should be more. Never. So when there is such purity, there will be so much of austerity, no distraction. So for that mistake of his wife, he said, he asked the sons, all of them, hey, just kill. Nobody obliged. The only guy that obliged was Parashurama. Took the axe, axed her head off. And he was so happy. Hey, you followed my command. What a great guy you are. Tell me what boon you want. And the first boon he asks is, please revive my mother. Please revive my mother. Oh, what is the second boon you want? Please revive all my brothers. So now, why this Jamadagni, this Jamadagni story goes even more further. These 7 rishis had 7 divine cows. And the cow, the divine cow that Jamadagni protected was Kamadhenu. Like that Surabhi was associated with some other god. Surabhi, then in the story of Raghuvamsha, what is the name of the divine cow? I'm blanking. 7 divine cows. Jamadagni protect. Nandini, yes, correct. Yes, Nandini is correct. Nandini is the other divine cow, which Dilipa did not pay respect to. We think there is a cow there. There's a whole Raghuvamsha story is associated with this story of a sacred cow, Nandini. Dilipa did not pay respect. He was going in the chariot there was Nandini that was grazing. He did not take the time to stop and offer his namaskaram to Nandini, for which he got cursed. When you understand these things, your life will change. When a Veda Brahma comes in front of you, you don't say, hello, how are you? When did you come from Bangalore? You don't do that. First thing you have to do is namaskaram to that person. And then you can ask, how are you? When did you come? And all of that stuff. Sairam, how are you doing? No. I have to tell some of my brothers and sisters, first you do namaskaram. Then you talk rest of the stuff. You are not doing to that person because of as an individual. It's not a social affair. They represent the divinity. 30 million devotees are there. 30 million deities are there. Gods are there in one sacred cow, Kamadhenu. So she is the embodiment of dharma. Cow represents dharma. And therefore, this Jamadagni was protecting dharma. So Kartavirya Arjuna comes and he wanted to confiscate Kamadhenu. In that battle, Jamadagni loses his life. Anyway, that's a different story now if I get into these stories. The essence of these stories is they highlight what are our duties, what are our consequences of the actions that we perform, and how do we redeem ourselves for the consequences of those so that we can be the divine. So if you are assigned the duty to protect certain dharma, Maharshi Masya Goptaram Jamadagni Makurvata. The only intent and the purpose of why Jamadagni was created by God is to protect this dharma, the ritual dharma, the Veda dharma. When you are clear about that intent, you will not refrain and you will only do what is necessary for that dharma. So symbolically, it is this Jamadagni story. The purpose or the intent of creating Jamadagni was to protect Yadaksharam Bhutakrutam Vishve Deva Upasate Maharshimasya Goptaram Jamadagni Makurvata. So, I will come back to the significance of what is the, now how does this story relate to us? Jamadagni. Let us forget about Rishi's story, all of that stuff, because that may not apply to a lot of people who don't know these Puranic stories, or for whom these Puranic stories don't even matter. Jamadagni means the one who has consumed fire. That is the meaning of it. Jamat Agni, the one who consumed fire. If you are consumed, if you consume fire and that fire is within you and you are protecting that fire, that is the whole essence of the story of Jamadagni. The story of Renuka and all of that has incredible spiritual significance. Mother Renuka is the continuation of the story of Mother Renuka is even more incredible. Nidra Mahura Deshi Aisa Ye Baba Sai Digambara. Kasi Snana Japa Pratidivasi Kolhapura Bhikshesi Nirmala Naditunga Jalaprasi Nidra Mahura Deshi Aisa Ye Baba Sai Digambara Akshaya Rupa Avatara Sarvahi Vyapakatu Shruti Sara Anasuya Trikumara, Aisa Ye Baba. This is all told in the stories of these incredible bhaktas, Namdev, Tukaram, Janabai. They have written these abhangas, and those abhangas are sung for Shirdi Sai Baba as aratis. Each abhanga carries some incredible, powerful spiritual message. That's the reason why those aratis are sung 4 times a day. 4 times. And when you connect to the meaning of, I was telling that, how this Rousseau, there is a abhangas, Rousseau Mana Saraswati, Chipala Chat, why I'm going into that. The reason why I'm going into that is because protection is a key aspect of a divine being. And in protecting the dharma, you take actions that are required to protect the dharma. Protecting the dharma was the sole purpose of Bhagavan Krishna's avatar. And in protecting that dharma, he told Arjuna, yes, you can kill all these fellows mercilessly. Don't worry about it. Protect the dharma. That is the essence of Bhagavad Gita. The purpose of incarnation of Arjuna is to be an instrument in the hands of God to protect the dharma. And when that happens, you will be a Jamadagni. Jamadagni rapyayate chando. Okay, please let's repeat this and then we'll close with this 3 lines so that we completed that panchhati. Jamadagni rapyayate.
Jamadagni
Chandobhishchaturuttaraihi.
Chandobhishchaturuttaraihi.
Rajnyas somasya truptasaha.
Rajnyasomasya triptasaha.
Jamadagnerapyayate.
Jamadagnerapyayate. Jamadagnerapyayate.
Chandobhishchaturuttaraihe.
Chandobhishchaturuttaraihi. Chandobhishchaturuttaraihi.
Rajnyas somasya truptasaha.
Rajnyasomasya triptasaha. Rajnyasomasya triptasaha.
Brahmana viryavata.
Brahmana viryavata. Brahmana viryavata.
Shivanah pradishodishaha.
Shivanah pradishodishaha.
Shivanah is the Nah has a Swaritam on it.
Swaritam.
Shivanah pradishodishaha.
Shivanah pradishodishaha.
Okay, we'll look at the meaning of it tomorrow, but let's complete that. Jamadagnerapyayate छन्दोभिश्चतुरुत्तरैः राज्ञः सोमस्य तृप्तासः
जमदग्निराप्यायते छन्दोभिश्चतुरुत्तरैः राज्ञः सोमस्य तृप्तासः.
complete brahmana viryavat
ब्राह्मणा वीर्यावता ब्राह्मणा वीर्यावता शिवानः प्रदिशो दिशः.
That's it. Okay, we'll learn the meaning of this tomorrow. And that's the Yadaksharapada Bhrashtam. Jai Shri, please chant Yadaksharapada Bhrashtam.
यदक्षरपदभ्रष्टं मात्राहीनं तु यद्भवेत् तत्सर्वं क्षम्यतां देवनारायण नमोऽस्तु ते. विसर्गबिन्दुमात्राणि पदपादाक्षराणि च न्यूनानि चातिरिक्तानि क्षमस्व साईश्वर. अपराधसहस्राणि क्रियन्ते हर्निशं मया दासोऽयमिति मां मत्वा क्षमस्व साईश्वर. अन्यथा शरणं नास्ति त्वमेव शरणं मम तस्मात् कारुण्यभावेन रक्ष रक्ष साईश्वर. हरिः ॐ तत्सत् श्री साईश्वरार्पणमस्तु.
Okay. Are there any questions? Are there any questions? No question. Going one, going two, going three.
Okay, Sarah, this about the story. What's the significance of the Jamadagni sage asking him to cut off? Is there any significance to us that he asked his son to cut off his wife's head?
In doing your duty and in protection of the dharma, he has absolutely no body attachment that comes in the way. And in following the order of the father who is there to protect the dharma, for Parashurama, there was, in doing that duty, there was absolutely no inhibition in doing that duty. We are the ones that are Dhritarashtras, we are blind. So therefore we keep accepting the faults and the discrepancies associated with following the dharma within our own families. For the divine beings, there is nothing like that. Oh, suddenly she is my wife, therefore I should forgive her. No favorites. That's the essence of it. And that's the delusion that Arjuna has fallen into in doing his duty. And he suddenly stops doing his duty, thinking that how can I kill all these cousins of mine, the gurus of mine, the grandfathers of mine, the uncles of mine, all of this stuff. And therefore, the supreme lesson of Bhagavad Gita is Kshetre Kshetre Dharmam Kuru. Dharma Kshetre Kuru Kshetre. Kshetre Kshetre Dharmam Kuru. Unconditionally, you have to do your duty. And that is what is called consumed by fire. It's not, I mean, a lot of people will say, well, that is for great people. What about me? I'm a poor being, how can I do my duty so unconditionally? I cannot do my duty. This is once you know what is the purpose for which you are being designated, intended, then what happens? Dundubhyaya cha, hananyaya cha, dhrushnave cha, pramrushaya cha, dutaya cha, prahitaya cha, nishangine cha, ishudhimate cha, तीक्ष्णेशवे च आयुधिने च स्वायुधाय च सुधन्वने च श्रुत्याय च पथ्याय च काट्याय च नीप्याय च सूद्याय च सरस्याय च नाद्याय च वैशन्ताय च अवट्याय च अवर्षाय च वर्षाय च मेघ्याय च विद्युत्याय च. What this mantra is saying? If you understood what that mantra is saying, this is the revelation, the Shaktipata that Bhagavan gives. He said that mantra is saying Dundubhi means the call of the Lord. When the call of the Lord comes, Dundubhi, it will be like beating the drum within you. Dundubhi. Then once that call comes, follow the master, face the devil, fight to the end, finish the game. Hananyaya cha, dhrushnave cha, pramrushaya cha. Then you will truly become Dutaya cha. You will become a messenger. Prahitaya cha. Your life becomes of some. Hita means meaningful. Prahita means meaningful everyone. Useful and meaningful for everyone. And on the path of executing the duty that is ordained by the call of Lord to you, you will follow that master. You will fight to the end. You will not refrain from doing that call. Yes, that is the meaning of it, inner meaning of it. Yes.
Sairam Shekhar sir. Sairam Shekhar sir.
Sairam sir, చెప్పండి. చెప్పండి.
Sir, ikkada just I wanted one when we are going ahead, Jamadagni Makurvote, Jamadagni Rapyayate, but Maharshi Makta Goptaram, what is that Goptaram secret which they wanted to keep it? That's what I just wanted to get a little bit enlightened on that.
Maharshi Masya Goptaram. Goptaram means not secret, sir. Gopta means protect.
Okay.
Gopta means that which is protected. Gopta doesn't mean a secret.
Okay.
In the context of this mantra, see, Guptam means that which is hidden. Okay? Gupta means that which is hidden. Gopta, Gopa. Gopa means that which is protected. Gopala means the one who protects the go. Gopa means the word Gopa. Gopi means that which protects. Protecting what? Protecting the indriyas, not going anywhere else. That is the inner significance, inner meaning of it. Maharshim Asya Goptaram. Asya Goptaram. What is that he is protecting? He is protecting the dharma. And for the purpose of protecting the dharma associated with the different rituals, the intention of Jamadagni's creation itself is for protecting the dharma associated with the yajna. And when the dharma associated with the yajna have to be protected, because it is a protocol, you have to follow the protocol, and that protocol is consisting of all different types of dedication, discipline, commitment. That is what that mantra is giving the message. Okay? Yeah.
Going back to the story of Parashurama and Jamadagni Maharshi, there's an eternal conflict of Jamadagni Maharshi ordering his son to kill not his wife, but Parashurama's father. Now, I'm Parashurama's mother. The mother, the cosmic mother, symbolically, is now to be, the cosmic mother's head is to be cut off by the sun. And that's it. Where do we stop this? You go Father, yes, the Divine Father and the Divine Mother I know that I understand the story of Ganapati and Prakriti made Ganapati and for all that I understand, but still the conflict, I mean, the unanswered conflict remains that how can we, in all the dharmic understanding, how can we justify that? That is always something that would, you know, what should I say? That would always trouble that search for the truth, Saira.
Is that a question or a comment, sir?
Well, it is both. How
Okay.
how can you? It's a comment, but at the same time,
Yeah. What is
where
the,
does it
so
stop?
let's look at it. Let's look at it. The conflict you're pointing out is that how can a father ordain a son to behead a mother? That's the conflict, right?
His mother.
Yeah, his own
Yes.
mother. Yes.
Yes.
How can a father ordain a son to behead his own mother? And how in the world can a son accept such command and execute on it? Yes? Is that the conflict?
That is really the question.
Crux of it. That's the crux
Yes.
of it.
Yes, indeed. Yes.
So the conflict has arisen in our head because of what?
The relationship.
The relationship. Yeah, exactly. So you hit the nail. You hit the nail on it, sir. Because of what relationship?
There are two relationships here. One is the mother who gave me life. The other one is looking at the mother as you are the representation of the cosmic mother, and I am your son. So I look at you as the mother that I should be protecting.
Is the okay? No, let's peel it very carefully. I'm glad you asked this, sir, because I know most of the people will have the same question in their head, but they don't want to express it because this is the whole problem in our life. When there is a conflict within, most of us will remain silent, and we want to take the conflict with us and live with it forever. But look at the conflict, the discrepancy that you are talking about is that relationship that is established is not a cosmic relationship. That relationship is a bodily relationship.
That's right.
Because the cosmic mother has neither birth nor death.
Okay.
What has disobeyed is not the cosmic mother, the bodily mother. The body has disobeyed. That body that disobeyed has to be punished for that conduct. That is the dharma aspect associated with the Maharshi. That is the same dharma aspect that Arjuna is being taught by Krishna on the battlefield with Bhagavad Gita. That is the essence of it. Hey, Arjuna, what is the conflict that you have? The conflict is I have a bodily relationship with these people, and how can I kill my own cousins, my guru, my all these guys, my grandfather, and all these people because I am conflicted. And Krishna is saying that conflict that you are pointing out is nothing to do with executing your dharma as a kshatriya in fighting against adharma. Therefore, do not get delusioned by this bodily relationship. Do your dharma as the kshatriya, which is to stand for dharma and fight in the conflict. And then he say, but how can I do this? Come on. Aren't these bodies about my relationship in love with them? No. What you are killing is the bodies. Their Atma is eternal. If you go back and look at same Bhagavad Gita, the answer to your question is explicitly given in Bhagavad Gita by Bhagavan. Completely clear. So that is neither being killed nor born. What is being punished are the bodies that have committed that adharma. And Parashurama, who knows this secret of Atma Dharma, who is the guru of Parashurama?
I'm going blank, so.
Okay, who knows the answer to that? Now nobody is opening their mouth. Realized souls, come on.
Jamadagni.
His father himself.
No. Dattatreya is the guru of Parashurama.
Oh, yeah.
Dattatreya is the guru of Parashurama. After this episode, he does incredible penance, and Dattatreya is his guru. Who was his student? Parashurama's student.
Karna.
Karna.
Okay. Who else?
Bhishma.
There you go. Yes. at
Bhishma,
least
Drona.
some people have connected. Not Drona and only Bhishma and Karna. Okay. So are we clear on the conflict, sir?
I am clear. I never questioned that in my mind, but at the same time, the question always remained. So I never questioned because complete faith in me, Swami has said. So I have the complete faith in why Rama sent Sita to the forest and why Parashurama beheaded a mother. I had a complete faith, but I have always meditating on that. How can you justify that? Yes, I think this is the right trend of thought that I will pursue in my meditations because I need to completely get out of that and say this is the only way to do that. It is still a theoretical knowledge, and I agree with that. And I think I really have to internalize that. Thank you very much, Saira.
Sairam, it is not theory. Definitely, it is not theory.
No.
But it is very hard for us to acknowledge the body identification or association. It's very hard for us to acknowledge that. Why it is very hard for us to acknowledge that? Even though you're saying, hey, this is concept, I like the concept, I will think on the concept. That's what you are very politely saying. But it is very hard to accept as a precept because we internally are only completely associated with body identification. Unless you have dissociated yourself from that body identification, you cannot accept this as a precept. It will remain as a concept. It will remain as a concept even for the God himself. Like we still think Bhagavan is disappeared somewhere, he is gone off the earth, etc. Why? Because his body is gone. Because we are identified with our body, we only want to associate with Bhagavan in that bodily relationship and not as the cosmic divine that is all pervading. The moment you acknowledge with that, then what happens? You will not even associate. This is the incredible spiritual secret, sir. Why the people have gone around calling him as a subtle body, as this body, that body. That's complete blasphemy of a supreme master who declared over and over and over again that I am not the body, I am not the body, I am not the body, I am the indweller, I am the indweller. దేహము పంచభౌతికము దేహము కూలక తప్పదెప్పుడు దేహి నిరామయుండు గణుతింపక దేహికి చావు పుట్టుకల మోహ నిబంధనల ముద్రలు లేవు నిజంబు చూడ ఆ నిజంబు చూడ నిజంబు చూడ ఆ దేహియే దేవదేవుడు మదింతలపోయగా ఆత్మరూపుడై. How many times Bhagavan has said this poem? How many times? Because he is constantly reminding, I am not the body, I am not the I am not the body, and the birth and death are associated only with this body. I am the indweller who neither is born nor dies. Therefore, turn your mind towards that eternal being called Atma, and then you will never feel happy or sorrow associated with the up and downs of the bodies. So, in that supreme story, what Jamadagni is punishing is the body that had disobeyed the
Yes.
discipline. What Parashurama beheaded is the body that disobeyed the discipline. Now, when he is asking him what boon that you want, what is the first thing he is saying? Revive that body. Revive that body. Not only that body, revive the bodies of the other brothers who disobeyed your command. And that is the essence. The third thing that he asked him is to show him a path of supreme divine life. And that's when Jamadagni sends him to Dattatreya into Himalayas, where Parashurama gets his, that is all in a beautiful thing called Tripura Rahasyam. This is a Rahasyam. It's a incredible teaching about Parashurama and Dattatreya's dialogue of spirituality is in Tripura Rahasyam. When Bhagavan wills, amongst all those things, the list is getting added. Datta, Dakshinamurti Stotram, Upadesha Saram, Tripura Rahasyam. So, then what happens is all these become reminders. What we are talking about is, in our own projection of body identification, we justify or we don't justify the behavior of others. Because that's your point of view, and that point of view is so much attached to body identification, it will not let go of that. If it lets go of that, what happened? You have to dissociate yourself from your body attachment. Sairam, I think that's a beautiful question and a beautiful discussion. Obviously, I'm not trying to teach or convince or anything like that. It's all only a perspective that needs to be considered in understanding the acts of the divine, which are not understandable from our point of view because of our own perspective and point of view is associated from association with the body and the mind. Jai Sai Ram. Okay, let's close with Samasta Lokas. Okay, Shyama. Amma, Sai Ram.
Can I ask you a question or
Please, ma.
Yeah, just with respect to the same story and from Mother Renuka point of view. So you said like she got distracted by Chitraradha. So is that because inner significance of it is because of the senses she got distracted?
Chitra Ratha, the picture of the chariot. What is the chariot is the body.
Body, yeah.
Chitra Ratha means a amusing, picture of a body. You connected to, are you really, or am I connecting you, or are you connected to that word? That's why you are asking that question.
I connected to that word.
Yeah. See, now she pointed, what is the distraction? Bodily distraction. Chitra Ratha. The picture of a body. Whoever is talking, let's complete that third process. Chitra Ratha. What distracted Renuka is Chitra Ratha. The names, when you focus on the names, they'll tell you the inner meaning of the story. Yes, Ma, that's a beautiful insight. Yes, thank you.
And after that, because of which her bodily thing got destroyed by Parashurama, and then she was reborn with that connecting back to the Jamadagni, right? And Jamadagni is the inner fire, right?
Inner fire, yes.
Side.
Yes, very beautiful. Yes, somebody was saying.
Sairam, I only just wanted to I wanted to, since you explained about Chitra Radha only, I just got a connection to Vibhuti Yoga, Bhagavad Gita, where Lord Krishna himself says, Gandharvanam Chitra Radha. He says, how does, okay, in Vibhuti, amongst all Vibhutis, one of the things he highlights to Arjuna in Vibhuti Yoga. So how this thing, that they where it exactly means a chariot only there. I just wanted what is a little bit enlightenment on this.
I don't have any further enlightenment, sir. You have already enlightened us. So what you point in the Vibhuti Yoga, Vibhuti means what is the meaning of the word Vibhuti, right? If you connect to that, then the rest of it is that's the only insight I want to offer. What does the word Vibhuti mean? Huh? What does the word Vibhuti mean for you, Sharmagaru?
What exactly I mean is that is omnipresent or expanded everywhere. That's what exactly the thing which I am trying to say.
Beautiful. Yes, that is the meaning of Vibhuti. Vibhu means supreme. Vibhuchame, Prabhuchame, Bahuchame. In Chamakam that we chant. Vibhu means the supreme being. Uti means presence. How is this supreme being present in all the different cosmos as different aspects of it? Arunam is also pointing out to the presence of the supreme in the cosmos as the 8 Agnis, the 11 Vayus, the 12 Gandharvas, 11 Gandharvas, and the 7 Parjanyas. All of this is Vibhuti. It's a beautiful insight that you brought it, that he said that he has said that amongst the Gandharvas, he is the Chitraratha. Yes.
Yes. Thank you.
Vedanam Samavedosmi. Devanam Asmi. Devanam Asmi Vasavaha. Indriyanam Manaschasmi. Bhutanam Asmi Chetana. Rudranam Shankaraschasmi. Vittesho Yaksharakshasam. Vasunam Pavakaschasmi. Meruh Sikharinamaham. पुरोधसांच मुख्यम माम विद्धि पार्थ बृहस्पतिम सेनानीम अहम स्कंदः सरसामस्मि सागरः महर्षीणां भृगुरहं गिरामस्म्यैकमक्षरं यज्ञानां जपयज्ञोऽस्मि स्थावराणां हिमालयः अश्वत्थः सर्ववृक्षाणां देवर्षीणां च नारदः गन्धर्वाणां चित्ररथः सिद्धानां कपिलो मुनिः उच्चैश्रवमश्वानां विद्धि माममृतोद्भवम् ऐरावतं गजेन्द्राणां नराणां च नराधिपम् आयुधानाम् अहं वज्रं धेनूनामस्मि कामधुक् प्रजनश्चास्मि कंदर्पः सर्पाणामस्मि वासुकिः अनन्तश्चास्मि नागानां वरुणो यादसामहं. This is a beautiful Vibhuti Yoga, where Bhagavan is declaring what is his presence as the supreme in all the different being, from celestial all the way. Prahladam, Prahladaschasmi Daityanam, Kala Kalayatamaham, Mruganancha Mrugendroham, Vainatescha Pakshinam, Pavana Pavatamasmi, Rama Shastrabhrutamaham, Jhashanam Makaraschasmi, Srotasamasmi Janhavi. See, please go back and read Vibhuti Yoga. Vibhuti Yoga will declare how God is present as the supreme in every aspect of the cosmos. Sharmagaru, dhanyosmi. Jai Sai Ram. Okay, any other questions or comments? Okay, now Swasti. Sham Swasti.
ॐ स्वस्तिः प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्याय्येन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई